I'm Pat Guseman with Population and Survey Analysts in College Station. We work with the majority of high-growth school districts in the state, and of course right now the Houston area is interesting because 9 of the 10 districts that had the greatest increases in enrollment this past fall, in other words this school year, were in the Houston metro area. Hopefully the Economic Forum is oriented to thinking about where there will be future population and of course future housing throughout the sector of Houston that the Northwest Houston Chamber represents. And we have found that about 85% of the growth in population can be predicted based on where new housing is going to be or where it's already under construction. And yet at the same time, in this portion of Houston, there are those areas that are regenerating. So older homes, existing apartments are adding population. And that's especially true of the Aldine area, big portions of Spring, some regeneration within older subdivisions of Klein, because that's a very coveted school district. And that then is the second way that we see growth in population. Not necessarily new housing, but new housing explains about 85% of the growth typically in suburban school districts.
If there was one thing that you would want attendees to take from this, from your presentation, what would be the thing?
I know that it's very important when we look at school district data, and of course it's a good set of databases because we can see real-time trends in a very current way. In other words, we're not looking at dated data. We can always be updated as to the day about enrollment growth and generalize that to other types of growth. So it's a very good set of databases, and yet it's actually a reflection of job growth and job stability, of new transportation improvements, improvements in water infrastructure, and so all of those quality of life factors play a big role in determining population growth.
Don Bell from the small business followed you in your presentation. How does the statistics that you presented mesh with or correlate with the small business development piece of it?
That's such a great question because in high growth areas, demographers would say that it's very hard to fail with any small business, either a new one or an existing one, even if you're not the strongest owner and manager of a business, because high growth is almost a guarantee of success, especially a high percent growth in specific locations. So definitely use of that data would be an excellent base for Don to use in talking with small business owners currently and those that are thinking of moving to this area.
Don Ball with the Small Business Development Center at Lone Star College.
And what is that all about?
The Small Business Development Center is a program that's funded under the Small Business Administration out of Washington and locally funded through Lone Star College. Our role is to work with people who are starting businesses and also with those who are already in business to help them to stabilize their operations and grow.
This is a well-kept secret, so why did you choose the Northwest Chamber Economic Forum to present this information?
We are one of the best kept secrets in the area. A lot of people don't even realize that we're here. And because of the program that is funded under the SBA, our consulting services are at no cost and our training services are at very low cost. And so the Economic Outlook Forum here gave us an opportunity to spread the message to more people in this community to let them know that we're here.
If there was, one or two key things that came out of the forum today in terms of what you offer, what would they be?
One of the most important things I believe that companies need to know that we have to offer is that they don't have to do things by themselves. They have a team of professionals who are there to assist them every step along the way, from writing a business plan to getting funding to actually going international. And the work with the Houston Northwest Chamber gives us an opportunity to really get with the key people in this community.
What are the success stories? Talk to me about that.
Our success stories range from helping someone to start a hair salon to a landscaping business to a retired fireman who came up with a solution for an offshore oil field product. We work with restaurants, we work with international folks, and so our clients are just all over the map.
With the influx of veterans that are coming in, how are you able to help them as well?
Veterans are one of the most exciting areas that I work with. We have developed a program with a funding group to provide free small business training on how to establish this business. That funding group is also working with them to help them with their credit, so that by the time we've completed the 6-night workshop series, they're ready to apply for a significant loan at a very low interest to help them actually get started in this community.
So what would be the one thing you would want to leave with the folks here today?
That the Small Business Development Center, although it's a best kept secret, we're here to help you any way that we can.